Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. Give out a quick VC cheer to everyone this morning. Oh man. Back to shoot a quick video here. Just woke up this morning and thought, got another really busy day ahead of me, so let me just shoot this video first thing, and then I'll just kind of post it later when I get a moment sometime this afternoon. But yeah, just wanted to come back and kind of show some recent finds, some update on some new equipment that I got. Yeah, and that's about it. Do have a couple really cool things coming up, though maybe I should update on that too. There's a couple of concerts that I've already gotten tickets for that I'm going to check out, which is going to be really, really cool. I'll kind of save those as a surprise for later. But then also there's a trip I'm taking in a couple of weeks with a friend that I don't know, we just kind of got together and started talking about a few things. We decided to do this really, really cool trip. I'm so freaking excited about it. And again, I'll tell you guys about it later or whatever, but really looking forward to it. So we're just going to pack up our bags and go. Not a concert or anything. It's something probably just as cool, if not cooler, though. But anyway, just wanted to say a couple updates here. And let me start off by doing my equipment upgrade, because this is something I think is really cool. You know, I always talk about, or maybe I should just say, one of the ways that I kind of like to try to fund my addiction with music and vinyl and everything else is whenever I'm out digging and looking for stuff, I'm always looking for things not only that I want in my collection, but things that I find that are very underpriced or that I know I can sell or flip for 2, 3, 4 times the amount that I paid for it. And I bet every year there's probably a few $100s of stuff that I get to buy just by finding something at a Goodwill and flipping it, or finding something at a yard sale and flipping it, and that type of thing. But this past couple months is probably the best I've ever had with doing anything like that. And as some of you might recall, a few months ago I went to a record show and I bought some stuff at this table, including like a $5 Miles Davis record from this guy. As I'm walking away, I guess he's packing up, getting ready to go. He's like, "Hey, I have a few extra records I have in this little box over here. Picked up at an estate sale. If you want to look through them, I'll give them to you for $3 a piece." I was like, "Okay." I think he said that because I bought the Miles Davis and he knew those records were jazz that were in there. So he pulls out the box. I'm looking through it. I'm like, okay, I saw number one, this one, Sonny Rollins, Tour de Force, and there was a Duke Pearson and a few others, and I was like, I don't even recognize any of these except for Sonny Rollins. He's the only one I know. But I thought, hey, jazz, $3 is almost worth the try. At the very least, I'll VCLT him to someone if I don't end up digging him. So I bought 4 of them, I think, and I think I only showed you 2 in that video before. But so I brought them home, started looking at them. I was like, wait a minute, these have deep grooves in the. And so anyway, one thing led to another. I looked them up and figured out they were all original issues, Prestige, Blue Note, whatever else. So I ended up selling them with the exception of this one. And just kind of keep a long story short, the cheapest one I sold went for $148 on eBay. And the one I kept here, which was the Sonny Rollins, I saw one that sold on eBay, not as in as good a condition, had really strong ring wear, a strong bend at the top corner, and you know, I don't know how clean the vinyl was, but the vinyl is definitely VG++, if not near mint. Probably closer to VG++, I would say. But the cover is definitely VG, strong VG++ to near mint. I mean, we can't see the back there, obviously, but you can see really clean, no creases or anything. And the one on eBay that wasn't in as good a condition sold for $203. And there was another one that sold for $240 once, too. So I thought, man, $3 for a $200 record? I'll take that any day. Not to mention the Duke Pearson that sold for $148 and on and on. So I was so pumped up about that, to spend $12 and get that much back in my PayPal account. I used that for these equipment upgrades I'm about to show you. So let me kind of take you on a quick tour here and give you an idea of what that is. So we will start over here, and first thing I'll show you here is the new acrylic platter that I got for my music hall. You know, it helps with you know, kind of the noise levels and so forth compared to the, I guess, the metal platter with the felt mat, that felt mat just bugged me so much anyway. So it was nice getting the acrylic platter. Not to mention it just looks freaking good, you know. So that was a nice find. Not nice find, but one nice upgrade. The next thing I'm going to upgrade is my cartridge. I'm still using the Music Hall Tracker cartridge that came with the Music Hall. You know, everyone's been ranting and raving about the Ortophone 2M Red. I've also been trying to research the 2M Blue. I'm trying to figure out the difference between the two as far as like what value you're getting for the dollar upgrade. And once I figure all that out, though, I will have one of those cartridges, either the Red or the Ortophone Blue. So that'll be my next upgrade. I also upgraded my 8-track player. I think I mentioned this a few videos back. This is a Sound Design TX491, which I got there. Really nice unit, really clean unit, which was really cool. You know, sometimes you always find these kind of beat up. Everything works great, and one thing that's really cool about it too, of course, Kiss Destroyer there. It's not gonna play because I don't have the source on that, but it has an electronic automatic eject button. I've never seen that on an 8-track before, at least none of the ones that I've had. So I thought that was kind of cool because it allows you to play just, you know, one track set and then eject, or you can play all 4 and then eject, or you can just have it on auto repeat where it just keeps going and going and going. So really nice unit, you know, meters and everything work. So I was really happy to get that. That's my same Pioneer XF750 receiver I've been using. I did upgrade my CD player too to this Onkyo here. This is the 7030, I believe is the number on that. Really nice upgrade from the Sony player I had. This is very much kind of an introductory level type of CD player. The single disc too, which I really like. I don't know why, I just really prefer that. So that was a really good upgrade too. And so one of the next things I'm going to be upgrading is I'm getting some stands for my speakers, for my Martin Logan speakers. With these electrostat speakers, I don't know, just when you're dealing with direction with those, I think it's really important just because they tend to fire very, very straight, if you will. So anyway, I need some platforms to get them right to where the actual sweet spot is, if you will, on my couch over here. So that's the next upgrade that I'll be making. And last but not least, as far as upgrades, we got this receiver right here on my, I don't know if it's my second or third system, whatever you want to say, but I bought this Realistic STA 95 receiver. Really, really nice unit. I mean, absolute mint condition. The guy that restored it, you know, everything's extremely clean on the front. No wear, no scuff, no scratches, no anything. He redid the wood there at the top. You can see there in this nice oak finish up there, which is really nice. But just, I mean, an absolute beautiful unit, and it sounds great as well. The only thing I don't like about the unit, and I shouldn't even say don't like, but it's just something I would rather have a little bit different, is the volume knob. It's very kind of, I don't even know what the proper term for it is, sectional, if you will. So it's like when you bump each notch, it's like a clear bump in sound. So you don't have like that smooth where you can go kind of right in between this notch and that notch, which again, it's not a huge complaint, but it's just something that, you know, I think that's the one thing I would change about it. But other than that, absolute beautiful receiver. And so I have that running the 2 PSBs that I got a little while ago from that FYE that closed for only $6 a piece, which is really nice. So yeah, those are the upgrades there. Really nice unit. Oh, I forgot to mention the cabinet too. I bought this cabinet a little while ago. $10 from a furniture store. It was this kind of darker wood color that was kind of nasty, so I decided to paint it, and the guy at Lowe's convinced me to use this type of spray paint stuff that they have, and I was very skeptical about that. I was like, dude, who spray paints furniture? But sure enough, it came out really well. I mean, as you can see, the wood grains and everything are still coming through, and it's just a nice cabinet now. So, so it was really cool. When I got that in the other day and set it all up, I started doing some figuring, and I thought, you know, for this entire system here, receiver, turntable, CD player, speakers, and everything, I paid $43 for that entire setup, which is pretty nice. So the flipping has definitely paid off this year for sure. But let me move on to recent finds, because this is one of them right here, which is Blowing In from Chicago, Cliff Jordan and John Gilmore. Very nice Blue Note reissue. Very cool jazz stuff there. And then let me sit down over here and show you my other recent finds. Make sure I don't turn it off. There we go. Let me see here 1 second. Okay. So the other recent finds, sorry, looks like that light's in the way. Very good pickups in my jazz collection over the past week. I mean, I just showed you the Gilmore there. John Coltrane, and this is The Last Train. And who was that showed me this? Actually, hold on 1 second. So I don't remember a username off the top of my head. Holy Music 97, that's who it was. Okay. Yeah, he showed this in a video a little while ago, and I had never seen this album before, and I was just like, wow. I mean, I heard it playing in the background, and it was, I mean, it's like all Coltrane. It's just awesome stuff. So I went and checked it out a little more online, and ended up buying it. So thanks a lot for introducing me to that album, man. And if you haven't checked out his channel yet, make sure you do. Again, it's Hold the Music 97. Really digging this guy, really connect with him. I think because he's a lot like me in that when his picture first comes on and you see his videos, or you know see the thumbnail, you would never expect to hear him talk about and love the music that he does. That was one of the things that blew me away about him when I first saw him. He's definitely one of those younger guys that has an old soul inside of him. You know, just kind of he gets it type of thing, and I'm very used to my outer appearance not matching my musical taste and everything. So that little piece about him really is kind of connected with me. So make sure you check out his channel, Hold the Music 97. The guy has some really, really good stuff. Like I said, he introduced me to that Coltrane. More Coltrane, live in Paris. Volume 2. Need to get Volume 1 if anyone happens to have one for trade or anything. Another jazz artist I've gotten into a lot over the past year is Hank Mobley. And this is Mobley's Message. Definitely becoming one of my favorites, not one of my top 3 jazz artists right now. Here's another good pickup. Time Changes by the Dave Brubeck Band, or Dave Brubeck Quartet. My friend Maggie and I, who's also a vinyl collector, we did a little bit of digging the other day and stumbled across this, and I was like, I've never seen this before, and so started listening to it, and just vintage Brubeck. Side 2 is a little more big band, but yeah, side 1 is definitely everything you expect from Brubeck, and of course that cover too. That's what actually caught my attention. I was just like, you know, wow. Too Much Education from 1988. I don't know if you guys remember this band or not. I described them as a 80s new wave with a little bit of electronic feel, with a little bit of a punk lyrics, but not a hard punk delivery. That's the feelings I get from them when I listen to them. But just kind of your basic, you know, 80s new wave crazy stuff. And I got this CD a while ago for $1, and so I found the vinyl for $1 too, and thought I'd pick it up, which is Legend, which is nice. Another addition to the compilation collection, Gold and Platinum, Volume 6. This is a whole series of albums they put out, which is just really good 80s compilation stuff. Like this one, you have Electric Blue by Ice House, A Groovy Kind of Love by Phil Collins, Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin, the Kokomo by the Beach Boys, Wishing Well by Terrence Trent D'Arby. So, I mean, again, it's one of those records you put on and listen to from front to back. Billy Paul, Live in Europe. It's a live recording. Of course, his big hit was Me and Mrs. Jones. His little freaky story about him getting it on with a married woman. I hate that the sticker is on there too. I can't stand those, but it was only $1, so I figured, hey, that'll hold me until I can get another copy. And a really good pickup here, I was really happy to find Beethoven, Album 1 from the Family Library of Great Music. I was really happy to find this because I've really been getting into classical music a lot more in the past probably month and a half, 2 months. And I've been collecting this series, which is a total of, I think, 22 albums. And I had every single one except for this one. So I was really happy to find this one the other day. I've been listening to them all the past few weeks. I think I'm up to album 8 or 9, I think. I think we're on Bach right now. But I'm just trying to really grow my ear for classical music, ear and appreciation. I actually went and saw the Chinese orchestra about 3 or 4 days ago, which was really kind of cool. It was like a perfect timing for that too, because again, I'd just been really kind of grasping all of it, and then to go see them perform live was also really, really cool. So that's one thing I would like to ask anyone in the VC is, if outside of maybe Basil Polydaris, that's the only composer I know where I really like a majority of everything I hear by him. But other than that, do I like Bach? Do I like Beethoven? And on and on and on. Sure, they all have stuff that I like, but if you put on a Bach piece and a Beethoven piece, unless it was like Beethoven's Fifth Symphony or whatever, I wouldn't be able to recognize the difference in the two and know who was who. And so I really want to kind of just bring up my IQ and my ear for classical music. So any of you who have some favorite composers, or better yet, favorite pieces, PM me and let me know. Or if you can, maybe even burn some CDs for me. Let me send you some money for postage and the CD and everything else. And, I would love to get some of those in hand as well. Something else I'm really trying to get more into now is that, I forgot the kind of jazz you call it, but I mean, we all know about the traditional jazz with Coltrane and blah, blah, blah. But some things like, kind of like the hardcore blast beats of jazz. I don't even know what that genre is called, but where you just have everything going in so many different directions where you can't really understand anything within it. Somebody did a video recently with their wife was slamming on how they just didn't get it. Oh, I cannot remember who it was. But anyway, I want to find out more about that genre too. I've heard a couple of pieces, but don't really know any specific albums to check out, artists, blah, blah, blah. So again, if any of you have any of those that you can recommend, PM me, or again, even better yet, if you have the ability to burn CDs, let me know. Let me send you money for them, for the CDs, the postage and everything, and I would love to get my hands on those as well. So anyway, just wanted to do that this morning before I got off and running. I'm going to jet out here and take care of a couple of things. I will post this probably later this afternoon. And before I run out tonight, I'm going to try to sneak in a quick video for a DJ Thunder's thread. I don't know if I'll have time, but